Hello, 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 and welcome to the CEEasefire Podcast, where we love black men and we believe that black men love us. And to love someone is to hold them accountable so we can build each other up and grow together. I am your host that does the absolute most. See. And with me today is my very special, illustrious guest. My friend from back home, Louisiana, in the building at 337. Give it up for Eian.
What's the deal, everybody? I'm here. I'm finally here. I made it.
Finally. Jesus.
Finally made it.
Finally. And as you can see, we are here. We live today. We live, baby. Face to face.
I can reach out and touch the camera if I want.
So, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe if this is the type of content that you would like to hear more of. But if you're not new to this, because you're true to this, allow me to express my absolute gratitude to you. I love you and thank you for your support. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and then after you subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notified when I post. Okay? All right, so let's get started. So I always kick off my episodes by asking my current guest, Eian, his thoughts on the previous episode that I did with Armand, where the subject was the role of religion in relationships. So, Eian, I want to get your thoughts on that. Like, how do you feel about the role that religion plays in relationships? Like, do you think that's something that's important? Does it make or break?
Well, honestly, I think it kind of just depends on the person. You know, it could be important to a certain person, but that other person might not matter to them. It just kind of depends on who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't really, I'm not really the most religious person, but if you into that, hey, that's cool, I won't judge you for it. So
yeah, I think I said in the last episode, I subscribe to agnostic, meaning I don't know. So it's like I'm not really super religious, but I'm not exactly, atheist either, which is what Armand, he kind of went into the misconceptions that come with being atheist. Y'all should go watch that episode. It was really good.
Yeah.
But we also kind of hit on that too. It's like it really depends on the people. Like two people being from two different religions.
Because one of my friends, he was talking to this girl, really liked her, like they was hitting it off. Like it was nice. See?
Okay.
I really liked seeing them together. I'm not even gonna lie. He used to tell me about her and everything. And then but like they never was official.
Oh, okay.
And so like one day they ended up having a conversation, and they was talking about religion, and he was like, I don't really believe in. Well, like he believed, but he not real religious either. So she was like, I can't see myself being with a man who don't believe in God and this and that and is not religious and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, and it fucked him up. It messed him up.
Damn, poor baby.
Like after that, he had talked to her like maybe one last time, and he was like, I'm not I can't talk to you no more.
Yeah,
right.
It ain't gonna work.
And so for a little while she was all like, she was feeling like she made the right decision, but later she realized like, oh my God, I let something good go. Right.
Yeah.
Because even though he wasn't the most religious, it doesn't mean he wasn't a good person or a good man or,
Exactly. And it also doesn't mean, because like in the last episode, Armand was saying like he's atheist, but his partner is a Christian. But he was like, I still go to church with him, and I'll clap, but I ain't gonna sit there with my arms folded. But I'm not also not gonna
I hate it here.
Yeah.
God, take me out of here.
He's like, but I'm also not gonna like get up and run and shout around the church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on the people. At the end of the day, it depends on the people, because in your example, they weren't in the mind frame to handle that, so it ain't work, clearly.
Right.
All right, so next segment is This is part of the show where I ask my guests
That's me.
the icebreaker question that I ask every guest that comes onto the show, which is, if in a perfect world, all black men got together and decided, you know what? We're going to start treating these black queens correctly. We're going to respect them. We're going to treasure them. We're going to listen to them. We're going to protect them. All of that. If all black men got together and did that, what would you as a man want back from women in return for that?
I would want women to hold themselves accountable. You know, for a lot of like y'all know what y'all be doing.
Triggered. Triggered.
Y'all don't be holding yourself accountable for certain things, and it's just the wildest stuff.
Triggered.
I think I took a screenshot of a tweet. I might have to go look for it so I can send it to you. Mm-hmm. Or show it to you. Yeah. And read it back. And it was just like, what? like what did this come?
What was the gist of it? Yeah, pull it out.
Oh yeah, look, I found it.
Okay, what did it say?
Me waiting for my man to apologize after making me be mean to him. Like what? What the fuck? Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
You gotta send me that. I'm gonna put it in the video so they can see it.
Like, and it's like, damn, like, bro, get out of there.
Toxic.
Toxic is just like problems, like the fuss. But girls like that shit. They like to piss their niggas off. I dated a few girls that was just like, I'm gonna just get on his nerves today. I'm gonna just make him mad. They like that shit because apparently dudes look good when they mad. Or they start getting serious or something.
Oh my god, I absolutely hate that. I'm gonna just go and say that's a toxic trait of this generation. I will say our generation is very comfortable with doing little shit to intentionally make the person that they with upset. It's kind of like, you know, these YouTube couples or TikTok couples or social media couples, and they'll be pranking each other, you know, they'll do stuff intentionally.
But that stuff be funny.
No. I hate that.
Really?
No.
I think it's funny. See, I don't really, dive deep into it, but every now and then something
you know up. What it depends on what it is, because some TikTok trends I'm like, oh okay, that's cool, but other times they'll be like, call your man the wrong name and see what his reaction is. Or they'll be like, don't say I love you when your man leaving. When he say I love you, don't say I love you back and see what his reaction is. And I'm like, I don't like that. But so yeah, to answer the question, accountability, that's what you would want out of women. You would want us to.
Why not?
You would want us to own up to if we wrong.
Yeah, man. I mean, but I feel like everybody should do this shit.
Yeah.
Be accountable.
Well, that is a great segue into today's topic.
Look what we did there. Look at us.
So, today's topic is the official question. Do you feel that men and women are able to admit when they're wrong? Why or why not? Now, this could be a real short episode. Do you feel that men and women are able to admit that they're wrong? No. Episode over. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
That's a wrap. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the easy part of the question. Do you feel like men and women are afraid to admit when they're wrong? Yes, they are. Or they don't want to admit when they're wrong. That's what I think. That's what you think too?
Yeah, I feel like, nobody really likes being wrong, especially women. But I feel like women don't like being wrong because they so used to being right in situations. So it's like they get in their head where it's like, I can't be wrong. I can't ever be wrong. Ultimate right.
Like this
100% right person.
All right.
Yeah, right. Ultimate right.
Like this is an unfamiliar feeling.
Right. Like
being wrong. What is
right.
this?
Like I used to date this one girl, and you know, one day we was riding to a whole nother city, and they was trying to hotbox in the car while we was driving, and I'm like, man, they be having cops all up and down this stretch of road. I'm not about to let you hotbox in my car. Yeah. You know, enough for us to get pulled over and stuff. So, you know, we went back and forth about it. But ultimately, I rode with my windows down, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
And one of her friends just kind of was like, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. And she was like, no, he gonna learn that even when we wrong, we right. And I was just like,
wait.
I was like, man, what the? I was like, bro, what the fuck? You're not right today. I know that.
You're wrong.
That for sure. Right.
Wow. Okay. So as far as like why it is that you feel like people admit or have trouble admitting when they're wrong, I had a whole discussion about this with some of my women friends, and they pretty much said the same thing as you. They was like, I don't care if I am wrong. I ain't gonna never admit it, blah, 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 blah.
It's that ego, man. People don't like to let go of that ego, man. That ego get everybody in trouble, though. You gotta swallow that pride.
Yeah. Nobody likes being wrong, but I don't have a problem admitting that I'm wrong. I think my problem comes when I be like, oh, dang, you know what? I was wrong about that. What happens after that? That's where my problem comes in, because most people are not mature enough to be like, oh, well, you know, it's okay. You were wrong. Everybody's wrong sometimes. It's fine. Moving right along. No! They can be like, yeah, nigga, I knew you knew you was wrong. I told you. I feel like people are so, like, they're not used to being right. You know, they're not used to being, like, validated in that way. So when I be like, oh, I'm wrong, you right, they be like, I'm right. It's like a celebration, you know, and they, like, gotta rub it in your face. And some people will hold that over your head, you know. They won't ever just let it go that you was wrong about something. And that's why I don't like admitting that I'm wrong to everybody.
Really? See, I don't mind admitting I'm wrong. Like, I look for it. Man, prove me wrong. Make sure, like prove me wrong, because I can't be right about everything. If I'm right about everything, there is no growth in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm right about everything, it's giving off a perception of perfection, and I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So
nobody is.
Prove me wrong, bro.
Prove me wrong. I honestly, like, if I'm saying something and somebody is saying something else, they're like, no, I don't think that's right. I'm not gonna be like, you wrong, I'm right. I'm gonna be like, well why? Right. I'm gonna be like, why you don't think that's right?
And
like,
explain. You never should be like that. Like, oh no, you wrong, you dummy. you gotta it's a way to do it. You know, you gotta I don't want to say finesse, but you know, it's kind of like deflect or kind of spin it and make it to where they come to that solution on their own.
Okay, so you gotta choose your words wisely.
Yeah. You don't necessarily pull the rug from under them. Like, you fucking wrong.
Like, you're wrong.
You stupid.
Like, I understand what you're saying. You want to be nuanced about it, because if you know that they're wrong, like, just telling them that they're wrong, that's gonna be a blow to their ego. Yeah. So there's no need to add on top of that blow a little nasty attitude.
Well, like, so if me and you talking and you like you know, I go to the boxing gym. I box.
Yeah.
Lightly. And
not lightly.
And whenever we go to the gym and I'm working with some of the guys, I'll see them punch, and it's like it's not the correct way to do it. And so instead of just full on being like, no, that's completely wrong, I'll be like, man, try doing it like this, or maybe try like this, like how long have you been throwing your punches like that? I found that this works for me better. But that's another thing. It comes from wanting to learn and wanting to grow and wanting to be better. You gotta want to improve, and which is why I'm always like, man, look, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I'm always like looking to learn and to grow, because people fear what they don't understand. So if you telling me something and I'm like, wait, I ain't never heard that before, I'm be like, explain it to me. Then I'm gonna start Googling, I'm gonna start looking it up, because usually whatever I'm saying, it came from a credible source. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just say stuff that I don't know if I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So if I say something that I got from a source and you saying something different, I'm be like, now hold on now. One of us wrong. So we need to look into that. Now something like that though, I feel like that's easy to address, because it's like, a friendly debate. But if it's me and my man and it's something that you can't just Google, you know what I'm saying? If it be like, I took out the trash last week, and he be like, no nigga, I took out the trash last week, then that's a whole different story.
Right.
Then I'm like, take out the trash. Just take out the damn trash. I don't understand the problem. But nobody likes to be wrong.
Man, I like being subtle whenever I try to prove somebody wrong or something. Seriously, because apparently all my friends have told me that I'm very aggressive. I speak very aggressive in certain instances, and that could be taken the wrong way, So
I don't see you as aggressive, but I see why they might say that in certain
it's
situations.
All in the tone, the way I speak and stuff.
Yeah.
The way I say certain things. For real, see?
You be cussing people out?
Yeah. Mostly my friends, nobody else, but...
You do.
Yeah, whenever we hop on the phone, Sam, you... See, I'm not going to say all the terms here. I don't know if I could curse like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so question for you. First of all, how do you know when you're wrong about something? Like, if you arguing, and I'm trying to keep it on a relationship type thing, because if I'm talking to just a stranger or somebody that I'm not really that cool with, honestly, I'll just let them have it. I'd be like, oh yeah, girl, you're right, because I'm probably never gonna see them again, and this argument is futile. I don't care. But if it's somebody that I'm friends with, or that I plan on keeping in my life for a while, and we talking about something that affects me, in my emotions and how I feel about this person, then we're gonna have to get this we're gonna have to come to an agreement. So if there's an argument between you and your significant other, and it's not something that's what's 1 + 1, it's something that's open to interpretation, right? How do you determine if you were wrong or if they were wrong? Because it could go a couple ways, right? It could be well, you hurt my feelings, so you're wrong. You in the wrong.
Damn. Yeah, but no, you're right. You're definitely right.
Even though, cause people, that goes back to them people, those people that are I'm just blunt, but they really just rude, so they'll say stuff that might be true. They might be like, I don't like that fucking shirt you got on. I'd be like, oh my God. They'd be like, what? I'm telling the truth. I'm honest. Okay, but bitch, you just hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
So in something like that, when my feelings are involved, I'd be like, you know what? You was wrong. You hurt my feelings. This is me telling you hurt my feelings. And what you do from here is up to you. But that's going to determine how we moving. That's how I know when I'm not wrong. When my feelings get hurt.
But yeah, it's kind of the same thing for me. So like, I'm kind of an emotional person. I feel a lot of shit, but I feel like I do a good job of keeping it under control. But whenever I'm wrong, I feel it, you know? It's kind of like an internal thing.
Yeah.
It throws off, I don't want to say equilibrium, but it just kind of throws me off for a little while, like a few days or something. And it's like, okay, well, I really need to address this because I'm bothered, you bothered.
Right.
You know,
and I don't like
the room
this.
is thick, you know.
It's tense up in here. I don't like that. I'm the type of person that I can't stay mad for too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be mad in the moment, but just give me a few minutes, give me a few hours, whatever. I might need to sleep it off. I don't know. But just like, let me have my alone time.
Man, look, listen.
Yes,
from
sleep it
experience,
off.
fellas, listen. If any fellas are watching this, never let a woman go to sleep mad ever. Worst decision of your life. Don't ever do it. Ever. Ever. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Just don't let it happen, bro. Do everything in your power to stop it.
Oh Lord.
Everything in your power. Even if she be like, I just need to be alone. Give her a few minutes, but don't let her go to bed mad, bro. That's like the worst thing.
Unless that woman is me. Please let me go to bed mad, because I will feel so much better when I wake up.
Okay. Certain women, but don't let most women go to sleep mad. It's like the worst thing.
I feel like you just got triggered. Like you just had some memories come back up.
Listen, yo, I got stories.
Okay, but like, so with me, I like to go to sleep. Like if I'm upset, if I'm hungry, if I'm pissed, if I'm sad, whatever, a nap fixes everything for me, personally. A nap and food. That just immediately make me feel better. And I'm not the type of person you want to talk to when I'm mad, okay? I'm the type of person that you want to leave alone. Let me be mad. Wait till I calm down, and I'm this version of C. Right. That's the version you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to me when I'm mad, okay? Because we ain't going to get nowhere. I might say something about your mama. You don't want to do that.
Why y'all do that? Y'all go straight for the jugular.
You don't want to do that.
Straight for the jugular.
Because, like, if I'm mad, just let me be mad. That's how I operate. I feel like the key to doing that, though, is you have to communicate with your partner.
True.
So, like, if you piss me off and I'm like, I'm mad. I'm not just going to walk around, like, folding clothes aggressively. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, you know what? You done pissed me off. You do not want to talk to me right now because I do not want to talk to you right now. So what we go do is go in our separate corners, and when I'm not pissed the fuck off, then we can talk. Goodbye. And then I'm going to go in the room. I'm going to go in whatever room you not in.
Right.
I'm going to scroll social media, like play a video game, watch your TV, do something, take a nap. And then the next day when I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm calm now. I can see the situation on an unbiased note. You know, my feelings are not so heavily involved. So now I'm in a clear space and we can talk. I'm like, okay, look, you made me upset and this is why. And I'm willing to hear what I did, if I did anything to make you upset, and we can talk about it. That's how that's gonna go.
Right.
The next day.
That's fair. Like, hey, that's important too. That's important too.
Yeah. So the communication has to be there. Like,
exactly. You
can't just be like I said, walking around doing shit aggressively in the house, letting them know that you mad.
Right.
They know. They know.
They feel it. I used to feel it, bro.
Mm-hmm. I hate when people are clearly upset, like they're visibly upset, and you be like, "What's wrong with you?" And they be like, "Nothing."
Oh man, like that's what I'm talking about. You see, they do that. Don't let them go to sleep, bro. Get it out of them.
Like I'm perfectly fine.
As fast as possible, my brother, because they will not let you live.
Because I ain't gonna lie, if a woman says that,
bro,
they 9 times out of 10 they want you to ask. They want you to ask again.
Don't
and again.
Let them go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why do women do that. Why we do that, y'all? Sound off in the comment section.
Yeah, leave some comments so I can go read and figure it out myself. I would have known me too.
Ladies, when we're upset and our man be like, "Are you upset? What's wrong?" Why do we say nothing? I think it's because we kind of want the man to show that they care, you know? Because like if I say nothing and you be like, "All right, cool," and go back to playing the game, I'm pissed. I'm like, you can't tell when it's something wrong with me.
Damn.
Now, I will say, ladies, it's your fault if your man asks you like 5 to 6 times what's wrong and you keep saying nothing. That's your fault. Because this man is sitting here and ask you like 5 or 6 times what's wrong. And then if they be like, "All right, cool, I'm going to leave it alone." Then you can't get mad at that point. Now, I say you can make him ask you maybe like 2 or 3 times, but anything past that, you wildin'.
You wildin', shorty.
You're wildin'.
Get it together, shorty.
Like men, I feel like men are pretty literal. So if you say nothing's wrong, they're gonna be like, "All right, cool." Even though y'all should know it's clear something wrong.
Whenever they tell me nothing, I be like, "So who you lying to, me or you?" Like, who you trying to lie to, me or you?
I think that's like, I don't know. Some women find that cute. They be like, "Oh, my baby love me. He know me so well. I told him nothing was wrong, and he knew it was something wrong." But I feel like them type of games, leave them in.
Yeah, man, I don't want to do that. Just talk to me, bro. If we together, seriously, you know, and this is definitely what we both want to do, just talk to me.
Yeah, I feel like that's the deciding factor. It's like if you were in a committed relationship with somebody, communication should be at the top of that person's qualities. So you should feel comfortable talking to your partner and telling them what's wrong. The top of the pyramid, and then like everything else just kind of, you know, form that foundation. Or better yet, communication is at the foundation.
Oh, look, that's better. Look,
and everything
I like
is
that.
built up.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I did?
That's a good one. I like that.
So it's like, I feel like if you are in a relationship with somebody that you can trust, and it should be somebody you can communicate with, then we can leave that in 2020. Y'all, we in 2021. If something wrong with you, tell them what's wrong with you. Because if you say nothing, then they got all the grounds in the world to be like, "You said nothing." And
if you feel like you can't talk to them about it, which is why you're saying nothing, y'all probably shouldn't be together.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't be dealing with that person.
Just dead that.
On both sides.
Yeah. Just move along, sis. Move along. Okay, so another question. I wrote down some questions. Another question. Who would you feel comfortable admitting that you're wrong to?
Man, my woman.
You would?
But yeah, why not?
I guess this question is more so for the ladies.
Yeah, like, what? That was easy. I wronged her, so why not tell her? No, look, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people will come in and be like, "You're wrong, and you should have handled this and this," and I'm like, am I really wrong though? Like, and so like yeah. I gotta call a couple people and run it down some. So, bro, look, this happened to me. This what I did. Did I handle it wrong? Like, yeah. I need to, you know, make sure I'm not tripping.
But you know what? The key to that, and this is for everybody, the key to calling your friends, telling them the situation, and being like, "Was I wrong?" You got to be 100% honest with your friends. You can't leave out details of shit that you said and just tell what they said. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if you call your friends and make yourself sound like an angel, of course they're going to be like, no, girl, you wasn't wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real when you talking to your friends about
Right.
that. But on another note, like as far as like women who we're comfortable admitting when we're wrong to, probably our friends. Like, we'll get in the group chat like, y'all, he got screenshots, video surveillance cameras, pictures, and everything of me. I'm wrong as hell, but I ain't gonna tell him that.
That's not good, man. Because you want you. I mean, I feel like, and I could be reaching, who knows, but I feel like that's kind of like breaking your dude down. Like, why wouldn't you want him to be right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I think that's a good point, because a lot of men, like one of the reasons I even started this podcast is because like a lot of men are like, I feel like women don't get held accountable for shit. Y'all ain't never wrong about nothing. We always the wrong one. Even when we know we right, women will find a way to turn it around and manipulate the situation and make us wrong and blah, 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 blah. And to that, I can't even front. I have done that multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. So look at it like this: as a dude who has been in situations where I've been right and ain't got that confirmation, that validation, or none of that I was right. It low key takes something from you, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know, because I've been in that situation as a woman where I felt like I know for a fact I'm right about this, and I'm saying it to you, and you just like arguing with me, like you're not admitting, you're not giving me that, you
Right.
know, you're not validating me. And I feel like validation is a part of a healthy relationship. Like, I feel like going to your original answer, which was who do you feel comfortable telling you wrong? You said your woman. I feel like it should be, my answer should be my man, because I feel like I should feel comfortable telling him, listen, I was wrong. Sorry about that. I'm going to make it up to you, blah, 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 blah. Because you should know that if you go to your man and say you was wrong, he going to be like, cool, no problem. It's all good. You're forgiven. No big deal. Like that type of thing. But I think our generation is so scared to be vulnerable, and we just so scared to admit fault, because that makes us look weak, quote unquote, to the other person.
Yeah.
But it's like, you gotta build that trust, baby.
Women don't like to be vulnerable and stuff because they associated with weakness. But I like exposing myself.
Me too.
Like,
Me
for real.
too. I am very open to vulnerability. I'm very open and honest.
You know?
So if I'm ever in a situation where I can't be totally honest, then I'm like, I don't like these.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd say when I'm hurt, happy, sad, mad, or everything.
Yeah. I like being vulnerable. But the thing is, you can't be vulnerable with just everybody and anybody. So I feel like that contributes to why people can't admit when they wrong.
Right.
Because
But it's strength in being vulnerable, and like whenever people start to understand that, it'll be harder for another person to come in, or the person that you're dealing with to come in and try to get over on you, because I've essentially taken all the ammo from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you like, let's say we was together, see, and you knew that I did something wrong, or I wronged you, or for whatever reason, some kind of way.
Yeah.
And you just kind of waiting on the best moment to pull it out. But I'm like, look, this what I did. This why I did it. This what I plan to do to fix it or make sure it don't happen again. And you and at that point you just kind of like, motherfucker. like
dang it.
Right. Like you took that from me. But I took that from you so you wouldn't be able to one up me. You see what I'm like? It's some deep mind games and all that shit.
Lord.
It's really deep. Right? It's a lot of strength in being vulnerable.
It
and
is.
exposing yourself. And
It
like,
really is.
And I learned all that shit in boxing. Believe it or not. Like,
That's crazy.
like one of the first times I ever sparred, it was with this guy who was going pro, And like he was good. Oh my God. Like, see, that boy was whew, man, I used to watch that boy in the gym and just be like, man, no.
Yeah,
I can never get in the ring with him. And then, the opportunity.
Oh shit. My bad.
Nah, you good.
Go ahead.
But the opportunity presented itself, and I took it, and I was scared as hell. But I lied to myself and was like, I'm not nervous. I'm all right. I'm not scared. I can do this. I can beat him. Not saying I'm not supposed to go in there and feeling like that, but I need to acknowledge the current emotion and process the current emotion that I'm feeling, and then go forward from that. But you see, I just tried to hop in and go completely over it, and because I did that, my performance was ass. I got beat I got beat up the whole. We only did a round, and like he beat the piss out of me, and I went home with bruised ribs, and my ribs were bruised for like 3 weeks, but I learned a lesson from that, because it was like, look, don't try to run from your emotions and your feelings and what you dealing with. Process it and then move forward. It's gonna be there, but acknowledge it and still press on.
Yeah. Boxing sounds a lot like counseling.
Like, for me, it's therapeutic. I really enjoy it.
That sounds a lot like therapy.
It really is, like, cause this how I look at it. Like, no matter when I get in the ring, I'm always nervous. I always feel some kind of nervousness. It don't matter if it's somebody new or somebody I've sparred with a bazillion times.
Yeah.
But I always feel some form of nervousness. And before the round even starts, I gotta address it.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll go inward, talk to myself. So like, you okay? You nervous? Yeah, I'm nervous. Yeah, because no matter what, no matter what happened, you could still end up dying. You know what I'm saying? I could still end up really, really hurt doing this, So it's like, okay, yeah, you scared, but that's all right. Now that you acknowledge that you're nervous, where do your skills and everything lie? What can you do to him?
What you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Right.
What's the plan?
Right. What's the plan? What is your skill set against this guy? And so I'll start listing them out. Well, I'm good at this, and this. Yeah. Okay. So whenever you get in there with him, make sure you do this. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of control that fear. Because if you get in there and let that fear control you, you lost. Like, the other person has you where they want you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Counseling and boxing, same.
Right. Crazy, right?
Okay. This is a question that Sam brought up, right? He was like, how good were your parents at admitting that they were wrong when you were growing up?
My dog.
Because
my boss Sam, that's a good one.
Yeah, because the point that he was making is that especially single moms or single parents, they tend to deflect blame, and they don't take responsibility for when they do something wrong because you a child. And so you got to stay in the child's place, and you don't call out your mama when she doing something that she told you not to do. They'll be like, do as I say, not as I do, or something like that. So I'm like, what effect did that have on us growing up, especially women? Because majority of the time it's the single moms that are like, they ain't gonna admit fault on nothing, or even married moms, they not gonna admit fault on nothing. So I feel like we learned that from our parents.
Right.
Like, we as women learned from our parents, oh, I'm a woman, so I don't gotta admit when I'm wrong. And men learn, my mama ain't never admit when she was wrong, so I guess that's just something that women get away with. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, come on, Sam, with the the deep question, because that's
right.
That's facts.
Shout out to Sam. That's a good question. My dog.
Right. And if you don't know who Sam is, go back to the first episode.
Number one.
Numero uno on this couch. Sam. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's an interesting topic to discuss, because everything goes back to your childhood. Right. So, I'm kind of mad it took him bringing it up for me to even realize
that's a good question
that was going on. But, so how, if you don't mind, like talking about how do your parents handle?
My parents, my mom and my dad are still married. Been married since I was born. And even then, my mama was like, mom and daddy was like ultimate power. They right, what they say go. I mean, I was still, I was sneaky, so I would still sneak around and do my stuff here and there, but my mama was like the ultimate, like I said, the ultimate right. Like she right. What I say outweighs what you say because you a child, and she'll she like she talk to you crazy and like curse you out and everything. Like I done got caught everything under the sun, motherfuckers, bitches, fucking stupids. Like I done kind of called everything under the sun, but I love my mama to death.
Hi, trauma. Yeah.
It's
like
but
same.
But yeah, so it made me engage her, and because I would engage with her like that, cause like she'd be, fussing like, yeah, it's me, I'm the mom, and like sometimes I fuss back and we be back and forth, just kind of yelling at each other and stuff, and so it made me engage other people like that.
Oh yeah.
But this is the thing, I don't like that. Like I hate getting yelled at. I've been like my household, the household I grew up in, it was very loud. Everybody yelling. If my good friends know that. Shout out to Bryson, Alex, Pierre. Them boys know that. Like,
hey, y'all.
like my household is extremely loud. Everybody yells, and when I finally left that, I was doing it to the women I was dealing with, kind of like yelling at them, yelling with them, talking real hard to them and stuff. Yeah. And, and I wasn't supposed to be doing that like that. So I don't do it now, but yeah, my mama and like she still try to pull like I'm right, you wrong, and instead of yelling at her like I used to do, I just be calm and just be like, Mom, you serious? Mom, that's not right, Mother. Yeah. Like this is why it's not right. And this is why,
Yeah, I honestly feel like, cause same with my mama. Now, my mama ain't ever like cussed me out or anything, cause my family was like, I said this in the last episode, they were super saved. Girl. They were super saved. They didn't cuss, they didn't drink, they didn't smoke. They ain't do none of that.
Shit, girl, I come from a family of sailors.
And it's like, it's not even like, oh, they didn't do that around me. No, they didn't do it at all, or whatever. And so, but they did, like my mama, if she was wrong about something, baby, you might as well go argue with a wall, cause that's it, you not gonna get around it. I honestly think I learned from the best. That's why I can manipulate a conversation if I'm talking to somebody.
Right, and now that I think about it, like I kind of learned how to manipulate too from dealing with that, and just kind of getting my way. Yeah. But at the same time, not giving a fuck, cause my mama real blunt. She really don't care. Like, I love you to death, Mama, but I really hate going to you for relationship advice, cause it be so blunt, but it be like it be the truth, and it be blunt, but at the same time you don't want to hear that. Yeah. So like my mom, like in my last relationship, I was like, Mom, man, we going through problems, like we broke up, and I don't think she's coming back. Oh well, Ian, fuck her. Move on. You been. Oh well, Ian, she was like, what? Oh, she don't want to talk. She already Ian, fuck her. Just like that. I was like, wow, what? And left it at that.
That's gonna be me.
Man, all right. So what? Fuck her. You know my mama from Karen Crew, so you know she talk real country.
That's gonna be me as a parent. Like, why you worried about that little girl anyway?
Yeah,
anyway. But yeah, no, so like, I remember one time growing up, my mama, I remember I got a whooping because my mama misunderstood what I was saying. So, I had to be like second grade or so, right? And I was like reading my book or whatever. And I'm supposed to be reading to her. Like, she's supposed to be listening to me. And she wasn't listening. I was like, Mom, you're not listening to me. And I keep reading. And I'm like, Mom, you're not listening to me. And I keep reading. And I'm like, Mom, you ignoring me. And she thought I said, you're annoying me. And so she's like, what you say? Oh, now you listen to me? Okay, cool. So she's like, what you say? Go get the bill. And like, she like popped me or whatever. I got a whole whooping. And I was like, why you whooping me? She was like, you don't come in here talking about I'm annoying you. I was like, I said, ignore. You ignoring me. And she was like, well, you should have been more clear. You should have enunciated. She's like, do you even know what ignore means? And I'm like,
wow, yeah.
I'm gifted. Right, yes, I know what ignore
means. Trying to put it back on you.
All that. And my grandma was there too, and she ain't say that either. She was like, you need to watch your tone. And I'm like, y'all just looking for sun, huh? Okay, cool. Right. So, yeah, my mama was not great at admitting when she was wrong growing up. But I noticed, like, as I got older, like college age, I feel like my family, like, they kind of started seeing me as an adult, I guess. And so, you know, they'll be like, oh, my bad, I was wrong, you know, about, like, little stuff. They still won't admit to being wrong about big stuff, but whatever.
Of course not.
So, it's like, yeah, it's kind of, like, ingrained in us. It's like something we learn from birth. But we also have the option to unlearn that, guys. Like, I feel like if that was something that we could all come to the table on and be like, listen, let's just get it on out there. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. As long as you admit you're wrong when you're wrong. And as long as you handle me with care when I say that I'm wrong. Because this is hard for me. Especially as a woman, it's hard to admit when you're wrong. So, question for you. So, if you was with somebody and they came up to you and they were like, they were wrong, and they've never admitted to being wrong before, right? Okay. Y'all done had plenty of arguments where you felt like she was wrong, but she ain't never say, okay, you right, I'm wrong. She always flipped it around. So let's say she had a change of heart and she came up to you. She was like, listen, this is going to be hard for me to say, and I really would like you to handle this delicately, but I realized I was wrong about that thing we was arguing about the other day. And so I just want to say to you, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I shed tears of joy first. Nah, I'll be dramatic. But if that had to happen, cause I've actually been in a situation or two like that. So from past experiences, the way I handled it was just like, you know, okay, it wasn't just, but like you know, I still kind of tried to take some of it, you know. Like, yeah, it wasn't just you, it was me. Here's what I did. Here's how I should have handled it. Right. And, like, you know, kiss them on the forehead and then go do something that they like, you know, eat out or something. Yeah. Kind of treat them, kind of reward them. And, like, it sounds bad. I
Positive
feel like it
reinforcement.
Bad. Yeah. But, you know, kind of reward them for telling me that and letting them know that we good is no problems.
Encourage this behavior.
Yeah, so that we can do it more, or like you could feel comfortable apologizing to me more, and that you don't have to feel like because you're doing this, you essentially making yourself lesser or making yourself weaker or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it is. There's really strength in exposing yourself, exposing your flaws and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like, ladies, if any woman goes up to her man or somebody she dealing with in the manner that I just said, like, listen, this is hard for me to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So please be gentle with me. But I was wrong about that situation. I realize that now, and this is me saying I was wrong and I'm sorry. If you say that to a man and he still jump down your throat, cut it off. Get out.
I've done that. I've done that before too.
You jumped down their throat?
I didn't like jump down the throat, but it was like, you made me feel like this. You made me feel like that. You that. When I should have just been like, I mean, not brush it off, but I should have never jumped down their throat.
Okay, yeah. Well, in that situation, I feel like you'd be like, first of all, thank you for apologizing. I know that was a lot for you. So let me just allow me to say to you, you made me feel this way and this way and this way. So to hear you say that you're sorry makes me feel better. That's
right.
how you can say that.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, reward us. If you want a woman to do something, whenever she does do it, reward her for it, or just like encourage that behavior, or lead by example.
Yeah. Like I specifically remember a situation where I finally got an apology, and I was just like, "Damn, girl, look at you going through some growth over here." All right. And I gave her a cut. I'm like, "Okay, I'm proud of you." Some positive reinforcement.
Yes, positive reinforcement, and that's really all it takes. If you do that and then be like, come here, give me a hug, girl. Where you want to eat it?
Right.
And I'm going to be like, I should apologize more often. Shoot.
Oh, my God. Okay, now look.
But it has to be authentic. Because
Right.
if you apologize for something, the best apology is changed behavior. Because if you apologize for something, but... you do it again, then it's gonna seem like your apology was disingenuous. And it's gonna seem like, well, now you just gonna apologize just to end the argument. I hate that. That is a pet peeve. I hate when somebody be like, you right, I'm wrong, just to end the conversation, because we gonna eventually have this problem again because we didn't solve it the first time.
Exactly.
So we need to get to the root of the problem first of all.
Under that.
Get down to it.
Yup.
And once we get to the root,
straight up,
then we need to repair it. We dig that root up, fix it, so the shit don't happen again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Change behavior, guys. That's the key. All right. And you know what? That's another thing. Just like they have love languages, they have apology languages.
That's a thing?
Mm-hmm. That is a thing. Look it up.
I should look into that.
You should definitely look into that, because people apologize differently,
I'd be like, look, shorty, I was wrong. I don't say that.
I was wrong. Baby, I was wrong.
Look, shorty, I messed up.
Yeah.
You still trying to come through, yeah?
Hell no.
I don't say that.
I hate when I hate when people apologize or they half apologize, or they just don't apologize. Like, you did something, I'm clearly upset with you, blah, 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 blah. And you be like, so you want to go get something to eat? No, I want you to apologize to me. Then we can go get something to eat.
But that be dudes that don't be wanting to give you a woman the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I like I said, I get it, because it's like I was telling you, he not getting no apologies, so it's breaking him down. So he like, you know what? It's over with. It's nothing. Good luck to you. I ain't apologizing no more either. Nah.
Like, yeah, I hate, because like I see a lot of happy wife, happy life posts which I agree with that to some extent, but not to the extent where it's like a man just does whatever a woman says blindly just because she said it, just to keep her happy so that he has like a happy household. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with intentionally doing things that you know your woman likes to keep her happy to the point where she like, this man just do all this nice stuff for me all the time. Let me make sure that I keep this house happy. Keep the positive vibes. Because I feel like women do set the tone of the household, right? Like, because if your mama is like yelling and screaming and blah, 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 blah.
That's every day.
That's going to be the tone of the household.
That's the tone.
And right, because if you have a mom that's loud and a dad that's chill.
Shoot, they both loud.
It's
he chill now, but fuck, coming up, man.
I'm saying
that
like
nigga used to lay into me, boy. Lord.
I would say like, for example, like if you have a mom or the wife who is loud and the dad who's chill, the house is gonna go in the direction of the wife, right? So just like the opposite, if you got a mama that's chill and you got a crazy ass daddy, they can be like, my daddy crazy, but we go, like my mama keeps us grounded. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the women set the tone of the household, maybe even the relationship.
I feel like I'd be the crazy father in my household. I'd be the crazy dad.
But as a man, Ian, what is some advice that you would give to the ladies if they want to apologize but they scared of admitting that they're wrong?
Just, I don't want to say just do it, but kind of you just gotta put yourself out there. Mean it first of all. Put some tears in that too, you know. If it was like a real bad fight, like and y'all was like, you know, really at each other's necks and stuff, and y'all ain't been talking for a few days, put some tears in there. It's gonna soften him up. Especially if you like don't cry often, he'll be like, oh my shit, yeah, I'm listening. I hear you. but no, wait, no. But
the tear.
What else? Mean it. Be sincere with it. Point out why it was wrong. What you should have done or could have done, and what you plan to do going forward.
Okay. I say y'all take my apology word for word and use it. Especially if you don't if you've never ever taken accountability, but you want to create a healthy dynamic in your relationship and you want to start taking on that accountability on your end, and this is your first time ever just coming out and admitting that you're wrong, I say take my perfectly put together apology.
Perfectly put together.
Present
apology.
it. You start off
the
perfectly put together apology.
Yep.
The PPA. But yeah, just start off being vulnerable. Just let them know this is not something that you do you've never done before. It's hard for you to do, but it's important for you to do it because you want them to know that you're sorry and they're important to you and you care about their feelings. So just sprinkle a little bit of that in there, and be sure that it's sincere. And honestly, this process, you have to realize that admitting that you're wrong is more so about you than it is about the other person.
Right.
Because if you go into it thinking, dang, if I admit I'm wrong, then he gonna be all on my ass, blah, 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 blah. What they do in response to your apology is not your concern.
You gotta separate yourself from that situation.
Yeah, you gotta know that you're apologizing for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you did something that was wrong, And it most likely hurt the other person's feelings. If nothing else, it took that validation away from them because they know that they right. You know that they right, but you're not willing to admit it. That does a number on your partner. That makes them feel like, you know, dang, I know I ain't crazy. You know, the same way you would feel if they did that to you.
Right.
So what you're doing is saying, I care about this person.
Yep.
And I see a future with this person.
I do.
And I care about them enough to put my ego to the side and let them know, you know what? You were right.
Vulnerability.
I was wrong. I'm going to be vulnerable. And remember that feeling so that if you ever come into encounter this situation again, you can handle it differently from the beginning. Like you could just, you see he about to piss you off, you could just woosah, communicate. Listen, this conversation is upsetting me.
It is.
This is why it's upsetting me. So
Back
before we get to here,
back up.
let's discuss it here.
Let's tone it down.
Okay. All right. Let's bring it to here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, apologizing is more so about you. Like if you apologize to somebody and they go off on a whole tangent, blah 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 blah. Like I said, they probably not the one for you. But even if they do go off on you, realize that's them dealing with their own shit.
Right.
Okay, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You did the right thing. You did what you was supposed to do, and you can sleep at night knowing that you were. Now you in the right. If they start going off on you, now they wrong.
Right.
Woo! Full circle moment.
Look at that, and it all went back to accountability. Damn, bro, I like that. Yeah.
Accountability, guys.
Damn, I like that.
That's the word of the day. Accountability.
Be accountable.
Yeah. I don't know. So I really hope that I'm reaching that. Like I'm talking like that. What I'm saying is penetrating the minds of those who need to hear it. Because
the listeners, the viewers.
I'm mostly talking to women, but men also have this issue.
What? With
accountability.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever niggas cheat, they don't be one to.
It's your fault that they cheated, and it's your fault that they got caught. Ain't nobody tell you go through their phone.
Oh, what? Niggas don't be wanting you to see what you did. Now look at you. You just piss yourself off. Look at you. Now go be mad.
If you go looking for something, you gonna find it. That's people's favorite thing to say. But yes, men, y'all work on y'all accountability too, okay? Because you can't have one accountable person in a relationship.
Right.
You need two. Also, you should see these things before you commit to a relationship with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, if this is a person that you can communicate with and a person that you trust, then when it comes down to admitting that you're wrong, then you should be able to communicate that and trust that they're going to handle it accordingly. You know, that they're not going to flip out on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So normally at the end of the episode, I ask, what is a question that you as a man have always wanted to ask women and get like a raw, unfiltered, genuine answer for?
I honestly don't know, Sienna. Most women in my life answer my questions.
I was gonna say, I think that's like you hang out with a lot of women.
I do.
You have a lot
on
of
purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah, I need to know what's going on. I need to know the game on both sides.
Let me find out you using this.
It's not like that, but you know, for real, I need to know, you know,
both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
I sure wish that as a woman I could hang out with dudes. Y'all make it so hard.
I mean, do we though?
Not you.
No, I'm just asking, like, do we for real?
Yeah, cause where am I gonna meet a dude that I walk up to him and be like, hey, I like your J's, nigga. Let's be platonic friends. Like, what? How is?
I mean, it's just kind of. I guess it just kind of depends on. I don't want to say the vibe because that's fucking cliche, but
it might be facts though.
Yeah, it just kind of some like I've met women where it's like, oh yeah, we about to whoop whoop wham, and I'm about to whoop, you know what I'm saying? We about to fucking around and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just never happened like that. Or like we'll start and I'm not really liking this. Let's just be cool. You cool.
Yeah, let's just be friends. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you gotta find the right type of men to be friends with because niggas will try it.
Why not?
Niggas will try it. And it's like some dudes, even if like I find the dude attractive and I still want to be your friend first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely want to be platonic friends.
Sense. But I mean, like, some dudes don't be having. I ain't gonna say don't be having time, but they don't have the want for that. They don't want friends. You know?
They don't want friends, but that's the first thing that come out your mouth. You can't have friends.
I mean, you know what kind of friend I'm looking for, so you can't. You can't.
But you know what's crazy? When dudes say that to me, they be like, "You don't want no friends." I be like, "I would love a platonic male friend. Like, you can ask me for advice about women. I can ask you for advice about men." Then they be like, "Nah, I'm out."
Because we not on that type of time, shorty.
I'm like, where can I find like men to just genuinely be friends with? It's like, if I found like a dude, I was like, you funny, you cool, let's be friends. Another thing, men, y'all's definition of friendship is different from ours.
So explain that. I need that explained.
As women, we be like, with our friends, we be like, you want to go get mani-pedis, you want to go to brunch, you want to go to the movies, you want to like come over here, we watch Netflix, blah, 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 blah. If I be like, okay, me and this, let's say I met a straight black man tomorrow, and I was like, let's be friends. He'll probably be like, all right, cool. I'm like, okay, we can go to the movies, or we can go to the park, or we can go do like mani-pedis or whatever. He probably gonna be like, or I'm gonna have to set everything up because y'all don't be thinking about that type of thing.
I definitely don't be thinking about going eating out and mani-pedis and going to the park and all of that stuff.
Yeah, y'all be like, let's play the game. Maybe I need to learn how to play PlayStation.
Listen,
so I can give me a male friend.
It might be the thing to do. Might be the way to go.
Yeah,
you never know.
But you know what's crazy? I always put that question out to my my female friends. I'll be like, how many men do you have in your life that are not related to you and that are not gay, that you feel like, and that's not trying to holler at you, that you feel like got your back? I want y'all to answer that question in the comment section. Because when I tell you the answer is literally one, and that's this nigga, that's it.
Damn, that's me. Damn, that's
it. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And it's like, when I ask my friends, they be like, dang, I can't think of nobody. Exactly. It shouldn't be that way, guys.
I mean, shit is weird these days. Everything is split up. Everybody divided. Everybody at each other's necks for one reason or another.
Gender wars.
Social media. Gender wars.
It's like men and women beef, black and white people beefed, old and young people beefed. It's
and here I am just trying to stay alive.
Okay, just trying to make it.
That's it.
Just a squirrel in your world.
That's it. Just trying to be myself in the world.
Yeah.
Getting more and more divided by the day. For real.
That's true. But like, that's something I hope more relationships like that start to form. Cause I feel like men and women, black men and women, we're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, if you explain a situation that happened between a black man and a black woman, before you even finish the story, they already picked their sides. The women got the woman's back. The men got the men's back.
I don't do that. I let my partners know, like, nah, man, y'all wrong. Like, if I feel like they're wrong in this situation, I'm telling you, bro, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
But, and I expect them to do the same for me. I told y'all I look for it. Like, if I handle something and I don't feel like I'm wrong, but whatever person I offended is pissed off, I'll go to my friends and be like, hey, bro, like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, did I handle this wrong?
Yeah.
And I expect for them to let me know what's up. Like, I don't don't side with me. I don't need you to side with me. I'm not friends with you for that. You know?
Right.
So just keep it a stack.
And that also takes self-awareness. Like, you have to be able to check yourself and realize you're not right about everything, and that's okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think that is a wrap. Oh, my shirt. Look at my shirt, y'all. Look at this shirt. Okay, so this shirt, I got it from a local bookstore out here. I will put their Instagram down there. It's the Pan-African Connection in Side Alice, as they like to say.
That's what they say.
Side Alice.
That's what they say. Side Alice.
Side Alice, like one word.
Oh,
Side Alice.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but baby, that's how the locals say it. Anyway, but yeah, it's a black-owned bookstore. They do a lot though. They have a free food pantry giveaway at the beginning of every month. During COVID, I think they have like a refrigerator that's just stocked with groceries.
Let me get that.
If you need to go down, if you need some food, they got you.
I need that.
They do like Ubuntu, something like that, market.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
It's basically like outside the bookstore. They have vendors, black-owned vendors set up, and they selling their products and they merch, like they body butters and like spring water and microgreens.
Okay.
Yeah. It's real cute. Check them out. They do classes. They do first-time home buyer classes, all that. So I supported them by getting this shirt and a whole bunch of magnets and a whole bunch of other shirts. But if you inside Dallas or just Dallas period, check them out. All right. So that concludes this episode, I believe. I think we covered pretty much everything. I think we gave y'all some good advice. Whether or not you choose to use it is up to you. So before we get on out of here, I'm gonna let Ian give y'all his contact information if you want to. You don't have to. Your social, not contact, like your social media. Give him your social security number.
Right, my contact information. I don't know if I want y'all calling my phone. But.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let Ian let y'all know how you can reach him if y'all want to follow him on the gram or whatever. So Ian, get to the people. Let them know. Let them know your platforms.
Instagram EC_stylo, and you spell stylo STYLO. And I'm on Twitter at unortho stylo. It's unortho _stylo.
That's where you be at.
Right.
Anywho, okay, so thank you to Ian for coming on my podcast, and thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.